at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And fights through one man. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It was like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, it's Lynch. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And tough starting field position here. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain at 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
first chance for the backup here to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Set. Blue 90. All right, now, look at Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And, oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Coons out to kick now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running now.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's a quick flip out to Cooper, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Carr now on 1st down. Running one fly deep for Cooper. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Now Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vincent Valentine. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Patrick.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Here we go now.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hansen. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! 319! 319! Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. There he goes left side. 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Coons out to kick now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On play action, now Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. Dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Carr now to throw. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Carr now on 1st down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Carr going to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And some room to maneuver.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now let's go. Back there to that belly. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. And now Oakland ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Carr. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A great effort there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders are back within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be
is Moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pushing through the contact. Flushed out right. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 3rd down, it's Haynes, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. A 23-yard run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 20! And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10, but I remember it. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hansen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, now, look at 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Clayton. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Green 39, green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken.